Good, man. It's like, we already walked down Seafair pretty well. There's only two entrances and it's totally locked down. It was pretty psycho. I felt that all like.
Hmm. So the aftermath of the shooting.
Seafair itself went off. It was affected. There was something going on Saturday.
Oh. Yes, I saw that, but Friday it was good, right?
Yeah. They had to move some. They do though.
All right.
They were getting updraft on the water.
Yeah.
Because heat.
Ooh. Literal updraft on the water. Not in the low reach. So.
That's right. They
Yeah, the question I was out this Sunday for the finals. Didn't even get to the finals. Because worried about it. Was I cleared the life jacket and I steered her out. And we were on back. And she absolutely. But you don't know.
I would say, especially with littles, try, understand most of my negative. Okay. That's the first thing that I say.
Oh.
So she lay on her tummy.
Ice and ice. Other matters. I don't have mine.
You got it?
So
that's the other thing, and then like.
Okay. I'm sure you know I talked to Jen.
She is. You don't hear it.
I finally talked to her. And, yeah, he said, and said he didn't want to do it again.
Man, I had lived in my experience.
I have been all. You know, stop.
You're right. Is it really on?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Sit right next to Gary here.
Yeah.
It could be on. Oh, yeah. Yes, well, it's our. Walking in the street, walking in the pretty severe. No, I see, we're walking by, and I just thought. And I look around like, oh, and I'm like, God, you guys. They're just kind of walking. So I'm like, that's kind of stupid backwards, like, seriously, I agree, I like full clip. And then somebody asked me about, oh, can I get a selfie? And like, you know, I never thought about it. He's not really into it. He said, hey, oh my God, they just fake her way to do it. I don't know that part. People $20 billion and just walking down the street.
Small document. Yes.
Fine.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the stand. Yeah. I did too, so you know.
My friend was 8 years old, and he knows me, I watched it, and the whole thing was on. And my grandpa. You had to go to fitness house and that was
Absolutely.
He sent around.
Yeah.
Come on.
So they're like, outside of the
No, just.
My basically, like, that's
So.
like, it was a that's the line.
What about your brother's place?
He actually found out they lost the garage, and not. Right up next to.
Yeah.
Right, we don't know this one. So, but he, so sorry, it was funny. I don't think they ran, but sprinklers on the roof. In two different areas, and on the outside. Dan could have a backhoe that he does a big. But they got.
As it turns out, so we might get a new. For all this in mind,
I.
You're good. That's close enough. Yes.
Find out.
Like, we were singers and great, I don't know what.
Oh, it's still not.
Oh, you guys are that. Still not.
Make this vulnerable.
Yeah, I've been back for a long time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be. It's just not the solid. I didn't want to wake people up. You have to stop.
No.
7:31.
Like, for the school,
All right.
over the school.
School. School has a lot of flash. Not right now.
Chris, thank you so much. They mentioned an opportunity for the girls.
Okay, please join me in the pledge of allegiance on this flagpole here. Imagine the net possibilities of a flag being there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
That's louder than we ever do at the.
I know, no, the acoustics, it's the acoustics or something, but. So the four-way test, number one.
This is the
True. True. Number two. Number three.
Better friendships.
And number four. And number five. Is it fun? Good. It's not fun. Is it fun? Is it fun?
Jim Hagan's here, it's fun.
It's fun. Yes. Awesome. Good. Thank you, students.
Okay. All right. And I looked at today in history, I think I got something for everybody here. This day in history in 1606.
I was supporting
Shakespeare's Macbeth was my first performance of Shakespeare's Macbeth. In 1782, so so many people remember that. We were around Civil War and land in 1882, 100.
Hey,
James.
James, do you have an anniversary?
All right, well.
I hear ya.
All right, so James and Angie, 7 years. Coming at this meeting. That's your reminder. All right, announcements and reports, next Friday's meeting. I emailed the Humboldt Center twice and called 3 times and never heard back. So I don't think we can get in for a tour at 7:30. They officially don't open till 10, so I don't know the possibility of getting in that early anyways. So I've talked to Aaron, because one of the things that I proposed becoming president is quarterly, we do one of our meetings as a community service day. So we could meet here again next week, but what I propose is that we do street cleanup.
Yes.
And I'll hand that over to you for some details.
Yeah, so I have. I'm so excited, Brian, I'm so glad that you're so excited as well. Well, maybe I don't, maybe somebody else has. I have a sign out sheet.
Here you go.
Don't throw it at Right, so thank you to sign up, we'll pass this around. Thank you so much, John. So we are responsible for a section of 16th Street into South Lake Student. So my proposal is that we meet at Main Street at the corner, at that throughway stop by Boys and Girls Club. And then if we have 9 people, that would be the perfect amount, because then we can start 2 people this direction or 4 people this direction and knock it out pretty fast. And then maybe we go to breakfast afterwards, but also have another opportunity. Which I can get into, or I can just jump into everything. Because we are also sponsoring a blood drive at the food bank next week. And that we need some volunteers. I just sent an email out to you last night. But we just need 1 or 2 people throughout the day to run the registration desk. So no matter what, even if street cleanups are not your deal. There's a different way for you to give back. And sit down on your way. So, no, Bob, you can potentially sign up too. I know you guys are so excited to sign up about the street cleanup.
We actually had a really good time doing it.
Yeah, right. No, actually, Bob, you.
Second, like 11.
No. You're.
Well, if you guys do want to do the blood drive, my recommendation would be when everybody's done, you just start telling everybody how terrible they look. It's way more entertaining to see them freak out a little bit, just for 5 minutes or so. These are all the things that do occur to me that.
Yeah.
Okay. Pay dues, please. That'll be for sure. You know what I mean? Let's start getting that money rolling here. We just got the account finally now accessed as of yesterday.
Nice.
So it took a month, just so you know, so my treasury report is a little bit, I do have the current statement here, I have not created a financial statement yet here. But I'm gonna be very nice, this laptop is great, no problem, we have 2018 QuickBooks or. 2018.
That's it, you should have like 250.
Just saying, so I know, Lori was always comfortable using the 2018 version. No, I'm gonna do everything I can to make myself comfortable with the 2018 version too. I'm just,
Are you requesting?
no, I haven't done that yet, I'm being appalled here, I'm just speaking out loud. 8 years old here, trying to find all the categories that meet our upgrade. So, sorry to bring that up. Everything else looks okay, need more money coming in, so we're running a lot of checks going out.
What about the online version? Recommendation.
Yeah, so the online version of QuickBooks is an annual fee of $410. I just checked it last night. The fact is I was finally able to download the statements correct. It's an annual fee of $410 for the cheapest one I can get my hands on. It's a lot, but you know what I mean? We have the downloaded version now, but guys, it's 8 years old. The software is 8 years old. Try to run Windows.
Through tech soup.
Uh,
Not just that it's 2018, if anything happens to that computer, you've lost everything.
Eric,
I would strongly recommend that you bring in a board motion to move to QuickBooks.
Next Wednesday, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
So in progress here, trying to get things a little bit more modernized. A couple of things to change, but now that global, at least I have two parents. I know, we could only snicker about it, so it should be, you know, and I have no more travel coming up either, so I apologize for missing 2 meetings in a row. It's hard to travel and take over that new responsibility, but I don't have any. So, that's as good as I can do.
I was gonna say taxes. I don't know if you already $10 for you to put. Nonprofits can access software like that through that too.
Excellent. I don't know about that, so I will look into it right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So,
You may have them,
I'll look.
Okay, President-elect. Raquel?
Nothing new to report.
This should be.
Oh, yes, the barbecue, well, that's what I said. Yeah, barbecue is actually coming up very, very quickly, I had it out. So if you all could kind of take a look at that, if you plan on coming, which I really hope you do, sign up for just a side dish. Brian and I talked about doing pulled pork and things like that, so if there's something like specific or in vegetarian that you are needing, I'm sure there'll be salads and whatnot, but there won't be fake meat. It's gonna be all good meat. So anyways, I would appreciate if people could sign up, and then if you could text me just to let me know that you're attending and how many people in your family are attending. That way, at least I'll have a pretty decent idea of how many people I can expect.
Could you remind us of when that date is?
Yes, on your
I know,
calendar.
I can see that.
It should be on that calendar. It is the 16th, so we have, you know, about a week-ish. Yes, and it's on a Sunday, so it's on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay, Council President Brian.
Yeah, it's around on a Sunday.
Okay. Past President Ron, do you have anything for us?
Me? Past president?
President.
Yeah,
Hold
just
on.
a couple things.
Let me turn the volume up for your joke.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Next week I will not be in town, so I won't be at my the fireside of the brewery. So you guys come and stay in my hold it in my place. And my joke of the week is: did you hear about the burglar that fell into a cement mixer? He is now a hardened criminal. And I'm done.
Secretary report, I think.
We already mentioned we got a board meeting next, Wednesday. For any of the newer members and some of you old members, if you haven't gone on to the website and if you have not updated your profile information, we need it done because we need to know names, addresses, phone numbers, anniversary, birthdays, and the such. So please go on, check your profile, look at it, update it. If you got new phone numbers, whatever it is, contact information is important. That's it.
Okay, I want to reinforce that because I was looking for your phone number, to reach out, and then the two new members, Paul and, Sabina, don't have their phone numbers in to ask if they wanted to do their classification talks as well. So new members, I get it, but when I run this report that comes up with the birthdays and anniversaries, that's where it pulls from. So if the dad is not in there,
I have
they
their,
will be rented.
I have their applications from the usually on there, so that we have run that for a little bit, you can call me.
Okay.
Run it down for you.
All right, sounds good. Club services, Eileen is not here. But she did, I think, email everyone, the new sponsorship levels that we're doing for Clerks and Gigs. I worked with her on these and we were gonna bring them to the board meeting for approval. We didn't want to lose another week of potentially going out and getting sponsorships.
Yeah.
So they're really similar to what we had in the past. The one big change is we used to have a $5,000 presenting sponsor level. That was the highest level that I think was only filled once in the time that we've done this. So we took that level off and we bumped up the platinum sponsorship from 2,000 to 2,500. Our thinking on that was if we get multiple platinum and bring people in at that, then we're gonna be better off than having the one presenting sponsor that doesn't get filled. So please look at this and start making some asks. I know we've got some commitments. Paul, I think you're committed to a sponsorship, Courts and Cakes, so at least.
Right?
You're the reason.
That's why you're the president. No,
Yeah. Rochelle came in, at the high level again this year, so, that's good, and I think she's got one other $500 sponsorship to bring in. So all of you, please take these, I know it may be uncomfortable to make asks to people in the community, but when we talk about Rotary and what we do in the community, I think it's a really easy ask to ask people to be a part of this. So I wanted to share that on her behalf. Any questions, anything else about Clerks and Gigs?
No, just keep in mind about sponsorships, that's actually really big, currently, but also your baskets and things that you're gonna donate.
Okay. Are you ready to start receiving those?
Absolutely. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
where do we take them?
They're actually going to Tracy.
Okay.
So Tracy is kind of the lead on all of those things.
Christine?
On the sponsorship, is that to the club or is that to the foundation for tax purposes?
This is foundation.
Okay.
Because it's fundraising.
Okay.
Club is mostly what we contribute, membership dues, things like that. This would be charitable.
Okay.
Christine, we have talked about making sure that we do acknowledgements for people that contribute. It's donor cultivation and appreciation. I would really love to see us do those acknowledgements. So maybe I can work with you on how we can set up a system for that to work. Awesome. Okay. Community services, Aaron.
Yeah, so just, I'm gonna, since Eileen's not here, I'm gonna kind of do some crossover. I just threw this calendar together last night, and yes, I do know how to spell calendar, I printed the wrong version. I ran potentially when our website is new and better, the calendar will be more function, yeah. But for now, we have a lot going on. And, it's kind of a lot to keep track of, and I am not an auditory listener, I am, visual. So. Or learner, so this month, learner, not listener. So you can see tomorrow, I'll see the program volunteer event. We still have that back to school event tomorrow. Know that is a way to get your school supporter merit badge. I got both firesides on there. To get your August badge, there is a repair cafe that's put on by the county. Next Saturday on the 15th from 10 to at the Snohomish Library. That's, you can bring a broken lamp or a blender that doesn't work or a bike, it's like fixes too. You can bring that in, and there are all sorts of kind of hobbyists and experts that will help you with something. Because remember, August merit badge is to repair something instead of throw it away and find it. Be eco-friendly.
For your older gents, just resetting your VCR clock so it doesn't go back well. Not counting for.
It doesn't. Thank you for that.
Shit about older folks.
Just wanna know how many people in here still have a VCR.
What is these?
Thank you. Back away, I guess.
Notice they didn't push back on that.
Yeah, training. Thinking of,
One more, just, pollinator garden update. So I have been talking to the Snohomish County Conservation District about what plants we can source from them. There are some that I would like to, I think that we could source ourselves through seeds or division. So if you are a plant person and you want, I have a list of the things that we are more likely to have that could be divided or you can collect seeds from. And you can grab that for me. And also right after this, I will go down the street, give me like 5 minutes.
That's right.
So like, and then I will go down the street, you just go straight through the roundabout. Downhill to Eagle Ridge Community Park, I will be there if anybody wants to see this, like, but you're putting this.
Please take a few minutes, because that'll give you a good visual of what we're trying to do with pollinator garden.
I have a question.
Yes.
With pollinator garden, is the sidewalk going next to the road or is that ditch gonna stay there?
The dish will be covered,
Okay.
so, but it is eating up like a chunk of what we're doing.
Okay.
Which again, that's okay, it brings our budget down because we have less square footage. Anybody who goes over there and wants to look at the site, Bob and I have talked about maybe expanding to the south side of the driveway as well. And have to walk everybody through that. Yep. River play.
Foundation, Bob? We got our district grant, hopefully the check comes in the mail, you haven't seen it yet, Gary?
Nope,
Probably within the next week.
and I checked yesterday or last time, so.
Okay. International, Chris.
I don't have too much about that, but I did go to the canine thing, training, which was the canine foundation. Put that on, it was an island right there. I was over there helping with that, it was amazing, they had 4 or 5 different dogs there. Jumping in the water, trying to get the bad guy to the dog. Pretty cool. We had a couple of them, Lake Stevens has the only drug sniffing dog that can sniff out fentanyl in the state. And he was there, and then they,
And he didn't check you out or anything.
but they found something in his garage.
No, I'm just
Kidding. They did,
That's how rumors start.
They did hide some heroin in there, dog in a plastic bag, and the dog could actually went down the dog up and down and sat down right when the pier. I can't believe it, and they had some other stuff up by the house, and he just went up there and found it, I couldn't believe it, it was amazing. And then the other dogs that were trying to find the bad guy under the pier, you know, I tried the big suit on. My God, it's just like huge, but it was exciting. So they're having another fundraiser, which is auto kind of a fundraiser. And it's going to be at the Mule Palace. Have you heard of this in Arlington? So there's some flyers and cards back there, but they're gonna have classic car shows, the main thing, fundraiser, live music, food trucks. trophy and awards, a helicopter, obviously sheriff's gonna bring that, motorcycle, beer and wine guard, K9 demonstrations. And also that one guy came here before, so I'm trying to get him to come again, bring his dog and do a little demo. It's pretty cool. So there's cars back there. If somebody wants to go, it's a great thing to. Cool.
All right. Clarification on your question about the scholarship or the sponsorships. So on the sponsorship sheet, do you actually have somebody fill out if they're going to sponsor? It says all sponsorship dollars state local. And Chris raised the question about, we do international stuff. And my clarification back to him, I think it's important that people in this community that are gonna sponsor Corks and Kegs think or know that their sponsorship money is gonna stay local. So my clarification would be, we do international things, but I think we can commit to say the sponsorship money that we have for Corks and Kegs does stay local. Does that clarification, does that work for you?
Yeah. I'm just one person here.
Yeah. But we do, the international stuff that we do for Marcy is very important to all of us. And to the organization, but let's, those sponsorship dollars, I think we can say stay local. Okay, membership, Alex, you want to come up?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I only have one announcement, and Mr. Will, will you please join me up here?
It might be.
This is to formally present you with your membership pack. Congratulations, sir.
It's your good day.
A little dark, but I'll lighten it up.
All right, well,
Congratulations.
oh, I got it. Okay, youth services, I'm gonna say it again, we still need to share visual services. I took out, the priorities that we did, at the retreat, in June of this last year. And youth services was something that we said is a priority, for us as a club. Gary, do you wanna talk about, the people that you met at farmer's market? The students.
Oh, Interact is actually moving on. To the students that were our helpers at the farmer's market on Tuesday, one is the president and one is the vice president. They actually did get started last year quietly. They're up to about 20 kids right now. They claim that their instructor has been trying to get a hold of us. I said, that's funny. We've been trying to get a hold of him or her. I gave her my Rotary business card and said, please have them contact us so that we can sit down, because it's something that Lance and I had talked about and Brian and I talked about. And we went to the school and, we didn't get anywhere, but we did on Tuesday. So they were very excited. I told them, I said, occasionally we used to bring pizza in. And the two girls looked at me and said, pizza. I said, yeah, the only problem is the girls better get there before the boys, because if the boys get there, there's no food left. And they were excited about that. They're really two pretty committed young people wanting to make Interact. We talked, I gave them a little bit of the history of Interact. Talked about Kristen Orvengard, the fact that she had upwards of 60 people at one time, and the president says, that's my goal. And and she's a junior, so both of them are juniors, so they've got a good lead on making this happen, and they're looking for projects. I told them we always have projects that we would love to have them involved in sometime. And so I think once we get with
Like she usually, that one Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in school yet.
Sure.
You'd have to go, we'd have to get, I don't know if they'll come this Tuesday. If they come this Tuesday, I'll let them know.
Okay.
But
So
you
we'll
gave
see.
them your card?
Yeah.
And do you remember the name of the teacher?
No.
The teacher usually really
It
good
was,
with
it
names.
starts with a T, is right.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
Tina, something like that.
But we did budget $1,000 for Interact and it's stayed in our budget, so we've got some support that we can give to that club, so. If they get back to Gary, now that there's a business card, I let the students know, we can support you financially. Hopefully she contacts us back.
In the past, $1,000 really went to
The person that's first
stipend, as a stipend, but I think Kristen used it, provide, I mean, she had all kinds of food stuff there and games and stuff like that, so I don't think she ever used it personally, I think she just used it to get her through the year.
Yeah. So James, I noticed on newsletter that you still had Kristen as the contact for Interact. So if you can hear me, maybe even put my name in there for now.
I'll follow up with them usually.
Okay, will do.
Okay, thank you. Programs, Kendra's not here, but we are speaking back and forth, filling up the schedule for speakers. If you have any ideas for speakers that you would like to have come to Rotary, let us know. I'm thinking about, mixing community resources and leadership, type speakers going forward. So I'm brainstorming on the next leadership type speaker that we might bring in. But if you've got anybody, reach out to Kendra and I, and that communication hasn't been great in the past, but her and I are communicating back and forth pretty, good now, so I appreciate it. Public image, Rand?
August is a down month, but, Brian has been talking for a couple of years about a bump track. Anybody know what a bump track is? You ever bikes?
Yeah.
Arlington just opened their bump
Yep.
track last week.
Do,
It's very cool.
Is it a
field trip.
bump track or a pump? I thought it was a pump track. Not a bump track.
Well, what bumpy to me.
By the time it comes out, it sounds like a bump track. I thought it was a bump track too the whole time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I thought it was a bump track.
Anyway, very cool, and I think that, from public image, we're gonna start pushing that project more and more.
Okay.
Arlington got some big sponsors on their project, Amazon, Boeing. So, it's Brian has already scoped out the land, I understand that's already approved. Now it's time to start actually building the walls and.
Pretty close to us.
Well, so there is somebody that works for Boeing. What's his name? What's his last name, Jim? It's Brian. Yeah, so he's, and I'm trying to get in and talk to Redline.
Yeah, that would be a good.
Yeah,
That'd be great. They are.
yeah, so.
Let me know if you can get in there.
So,
Good to see you, bro.
if you know where the new dog park is? That's where the, somebody,
Gotcha.
so.
Is, the Rotary Club in Arlington part of that bump track, you know?
Yeah, we have their project.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's keep that alive going forward. We got the pollinator garden this year, next spring. But let's think about more of a long-term project that we can do as well.
I suggest also sit down with the city, and talk to the mayor and, about that too.
I'll invite him to come as a speaker. He's just getting his feet on the ground. I don't know if he's got a state of the city that he could do yet, but I'll reach out to him and see if we can get him lined up in the next month or so.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I've already pitched that, and I'm sure John has as well.
John had brought him last week.
Sam Lowe said, as mayor, yes, to enjoy Rotary City.
You might be,
Get that from multiple locations. Mayor, now.
you might be interested to know that he told Steve and I that, his philosophy is adopting the Nordstrom, philosophy. We said, okay, what's that? And he said, service to the community. And I think we both know.
He knows politicians, so he knows that.
All right, Eileen is here for an inspirational comment. Did she send anything? Anybody have an inspirational? Okay.
So, everybody's heard the part where Jesus said, if a man hits you on your right cheek, you should offer him the left. And people have taken that off, and I find most of the people in the Bible are pretty strong, people. So it always never landed for me well. I learned the history of it is that it was an insult. He slapped like that. He slapped on the right cheek, meant to use the back of the right hand. And there were two choices. You could attack the person that did that to you, but that was almost certain death or prison. Or you accepted the shame, which is what everybody did. To offer them your other cheek meant that hit you with an open hand or a fist, which is a strike they would only offer to an equal. So Jesus was not saying what you should do is take a beating. He was saying put your opponents in an impossible situation by not reacting the way you want to, either in fear or in anger.
Thank you very much. All right.
This is asking for a demonstration.
All right, happy Flags, if anybody's got something to share, I would just say, since we don't have anything here to take, if you wanna give cash, we'll take it, give it to, Cliff. But do by Venmo, but anybody have anything they wanna share?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So good morning, or I should say good evening, everybody. Angie and I are in Bali right now, 15 hours ahead of you, enjoying our Sherwood auction win from last year's auction. We're having a great time. It's in the low 80s, beautiful sunshine. We got here yesterday, Thursday, and we're going to be enjoying the next 7 days here, visiting various sites and immersing ourselves in the culture. So thank you, Sherwood, for this opportunity, and we'll see you when we get back next week.
Happy anniversary to you both.
And thank you.
All right, anybody else?
I'm just happy to see her over. It is a life sucking, soul sucking, week before meeting. I take a week out of work to work 12, 15-hour days. Obviously after the divide Seattle, the intensity of the security was overwhelming. And CPR usually has overwhelming security anyway, because of just the crowd that comes along here, but it was a lot, and it went off really well. Other than Saturday, we had to cancel the air show here. That was a little bit of a bummer, but it really was wonderful. I got to interact with a couple of Blue Angels this year here, and then Cooperstown the week before. So yeah, it's been a pretty good couple of weeks. We're going to be a little bit a beat down here. That's normal, but yeah, it was fun. I did get to meet the mayor, the owner of the Mets, walking the streets of Cooperstown. $20 billion guys just walking the streets. So I've been pretty happy.
I would just like to say that I'm very happy that my family unscathed the fires in Spokane. It was our neighborhood, and it stopped about 2 blocks from my parents' house, and it skirted my brother's. So everyone is okay. No animals perished. No, everybody has a home to. So yeah, it's been a helpful. I know at least 20 people.
Yeah, I talked to my friend who lost her single mom, 2 kids, living out of the car with 2 boxer dogs. And she's got good insurance, so long term, she's okay. Short term, right now, with everybody being evacuated, you cannot get a hotel room. So, so.
My parents are still on level 3 evacuation and my brother's. Yeah. Yeah.
You should lost some use on that. Because hotels available, put it on the box.
Gotcha. I'll tell her that. And appreciate it. All right, anybody else? Everybody?
Then we have a progressive dinner.
Progressive dinner is coming soon. Mr. Cliff is our first. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm looking at him. Yes. I'm sorry. Paul's our first.
They look alike.
You can. So Paul and his family and guests are coming first, and then our second guest will come like yeah.
So that was gonna be my happy bug. We all contribute, not all of us, those of you who live on the lake contributed towards this progressive dinner. And it's fine when you offer it. And then comes time to organize the actual day. And we sold 2 last year, is that correct? So in short period of time, those Rotarians who offered to be a part of that came together, we got it organized within a week. And I think you're gonna have a great time.
We always do.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Being carnivore, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
No less.
We're just gonna kill it.
All right, now you have Tony time, so you more happy?
I got a quick question. Paul, do you know that person that bought the second ticket, Sean?
Sean,
I don't know if he didn't get the.
oh, Sean Schrader.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the second, yeah, he's my neighbor.
Okay, well, thank you for bringing him.
Yeah.
Keep in mind too, anybody that you can think to come to Carson Caves, I think last year obviously was our best Carson Caves yet. To date, I should say, because it's
We're
just,
gonna blow it
we're
out
just
the
gonna
water.
get it. No, and I think, having it be diversified with not just us at Carson Caves, I think is really what made difference. So thank you to Paul for really including a lot of individuals in our event.
It's really fun that, our ticket sales go to the same cause that everything else goes to. And much like, you guys make fun of buying tickets, but it creates amplifying that. And so you might make some of your giving this year be inviting that person that you think could get inspired and either by auction items or by admission. Yeah, really good. Thanks.
Do we have a forwardable email that invites people to?
Yeah, absolutely, just make that.
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
I could work
Just, you know what I mean? It's nice to have something that looks,
Yep.
that we can forward
It's a
over.
little graphic. Are you gonna go to the computer, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 1, 2 more, well. Okay.
So, Tony and I have opened our own event business, right, and kind of with this big trailer that we do. And then, we just this week got approved for our first event. At Floresville Regional Park. That's what you liked, I think, online, Chris, and it's Tony's brainchild, so it's really. It's gonna be, what is that, type A? Yeah, it's like the steepest portion of the hill at Lord Hill, and it's gonna be last man standing repeats of that, so. Go to 8 ignorance. 17 and 16, and you get eliminated. But I also have my hand in it, so everyone's getting a canvas, coat of arms, it's gonna be like a medieval tournament. And of course, we will be in garb, I think my brother's gonna MC it, as tournament herald or something. And so, yeah, as they get eliminated, if they don't finish the lap in time. Round. And it's gonna be in October, very.
So what kind of, actually,
Outdoor events, a variety of kinds.
Very, very strenuous.
No, not.
Not all of them.
Outdoor walk and solve some puzzles. So, yeah, no, our toys. The more puzzle ones.
that,
Did I give you enough time, John?
Yeah, I think so.
By promoting. If you want to volunteer. October 17th, Saturday. You don't have to have the clothes for it, but plus.
Oh, we don't even run up and down the hill, we're volunteering.
Right.
I'm gonna get a piggyback.
Oh, it's on the wrong slide.
Once. Yeah, no, it's.
I can stay.
there you go.
All right, with that, Tony, tell us a little bit.
Yeah, so let me go back to the first slide. Oh, I'm fine. So I'm Tony. You guys got to know me a little bit, but first picture there is actually me as a kid on my dad's shoulders. And fun fact is, like, my family, everyone pretty much was a gymnast or some sort of circus person growing up. So my grandpa was a gymnast who taught everyone, and then that kind of just trickled down to the rest of the family and continued. So he would be doing like handstands on the side of 3-story buildings. So that's kind of where some of my crazy comes from. The other photo there is me climbing mountains. That's actually a mountain that scared the bejesus out of me because it was very, very, very pointy at the top, and it's all snow filled. And there's a picture of Aaron and I when we got married. So my life started out with lots of adventure, and so I was in Taekwondo at 3. My dad was teaching me gymnastics in the backyard at 3. Like, it was just go, go, go. Both my parents were pretty big athletes, so athleticism is a huge part of my identity and part of why I create these events and everything, is because it's just always been part of my lifestyle. My mom was a bodybuilder, and so she was 3 times Miss Illinois for bodybuilding winner. And my dad was marathon runner, triathlete. He taught us all the gymnastics, got us into the Taekwondo. So it's just always go, 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 go. The picture on the top over there is me doing a full twisting backflip from a standstill on the beach in Daytona. So I ended up going from Taekwondo to gymnastics, and then I went to competitive cheerleading in college. And so we would compete every year in Daytona Beach. We took 5th place my first year at college and 4th place my second year. And then I think we were in the top 10 the last 2 years. And then the picture on the bottom, this is a fun fact that most people don't know, because I don't share it that openly, but I was in the Nutcracker for 10 years in various roles because of my gymnastics. They were looking for a gymnast to like make it more fun than just the ballet. And so I had a couple different scenes, including Fritz, who's like the brother that breaks the Nutcracker. So a lot of just fun athleticism. There's some more things. So like all of that actually ended up leading, picture me doing cheerleading, picture me carrying logs up mountains. I ended up getting into obstacle racing and Spartan racing. And that really changed my life and led to me doing the death race. But the big thing that changed was that it got me into like leadership roles. So I ended up pitching Joe DeSena, who's the owner of Spartan Race, on trying to basically build more events under his banner because he had all these big gaps. And I was like, you need stepping stones to help people. So that led to me becoming the director of endurance at Spartan Race, which basically gave me this opportunity to build an entire structure and framework for these more challenging events that were all about developing leaders. So we had this thing called the Hurricane Heat, which is a 4-hour event. And then I created a 12-hour, a 24-hour, and then the 60-hour event, which is that picture up there. That was our first class called the Agoge. Agoge is a Spartan term from ancient Greece. It's like basically what the kids went through for training to become warriors. And so we created like a thing like that to try to help train these athletes and people that wanted to better their lives physically, mentally, spiritually. And so that was kind of like a huge shift in how I got more and more involved in these different leadership type roles. I also ended up going to the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs to lead motivational talks on how to persevere and endure, which was really fun and cool part of my life. But the death race was the big changing like thing for me. And so what happened was I had been in grad school and studying public relations and advertising, and I was no longer an athlete technically because I had gotten out of school, and that's where you do all your organized sports. And I was like, what do I do? And so I found this thing called the Death Race. It was youmaydie.com. And I was like, well, from a marketing perspective, that's really, really intriguing to me because like obviously you can't kill people and have them die. So like this is just really great marketing that drew me in. And so I was like, I want to do this thing. I missed out on an opportunity to go into the Marine Corps. I was selected for OCS, Officer Candidate School for the Marine Corps. And then a class conflict resulted in I had to take summer course and I couldn't go to Quantico. So I ended up not taking that opportunity. And so for a long time, this lingered in my head. I was like, could I have done it? Could I have been an officer? I call it military envy. It's kind of just like this, would I have been enough? Would I have been strong enough? All those things, right? Death Race kind of sounded like a great way to see, could I have at least endured and gotten through those things? So I signed up and then started doing all these different races, Warrior Dash, Tough Mudder. These are barbed wire, you're jumping over fire, you're climbing rope, carrying Giardia, from Not Filtered by Water. So, always streams. Uh, so made it 57. Yeah. That one went 75. So it was more near the
Well, that wasn't very nice. They dropped off.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times. All right, I'm gonna head out. Enjoy Bali.
I don't know what happened, but we're back. Sorry.
All right.
I don't know if it's
You missed all the death race.
yeah.
Yes, we're shaking our heads.
Try to share it again.
How rude.
So sorry. Anyway, so that led to me having lots of really cool experiences, including going on Ninja Warrior. That was just one of those things where I always wanted to do something like this. I remember watching this show as a kid, and then I saw there was I was living in Dallas at the time. They were coming through Houston. Put it in a trial tape, got accepted, went down there. Thankfully, I didn't left like stand in line to get on the show. Back in the show, they try to make the fourth wall super cool, super exciting. It keeps disconnecting. I don't know what's going on. But
Maybe you've run up your time or something.
so eventually started this business, sound surveillance. I've started lots of businesses. Actually, this is not my first one. This is just the one that has the most arms and legs. Prior to this, I started a business. The book obviously is technically a business. For that, I had a podcast and cameras on construction sites, try to protect them. That's why I'm very tired to this morning, and it was a little groggy when I got here because I was up till midnight last night dealing with issues with one of the sites. But it's a super fun experience where I have to constantly use my ADHD brain to solve puzzles. The other thing that we love that I've also created that I'm very, very proud of is the Sisu race that Aaron was talking about earlier. It's 24-hour adventure race in the mountains where we get lots of people together and we give them an incredible experience where they get to just see what they can do. And it's really fun, inviting format. And one of the things I'm most proud of with this event is most ultra running events, most events like this nature are typically male dominated. Our race is 65% female and 35% male, and that is the exact opposite of every other event out there. Most of them are 65% male. So I'm really proud that we've created a space where these women feel safe to come test themselves. And we're hoping to continue to do stuff like that with all these other events, but we want to make them super accessible for everybody. So some events are going to be harder. Some events are going to be lighter and easier and more fun. Some of them are going to be more, like they're not going to be really physically based. They're going to be more mentally based, like almost the one is like an outdoor escape room, basically. So we're trying to create things that give people a chance to get outside, do something off their phone, and have fun exploring the world that we live in. These are just some more fun photos from, I think you guys have seen that photo of us before at the Ren Fair. We like to have fun. We like to go out and do things. We like to get dressed up. We just like to have fun. I really like climbing mountains. Aaron and I joined MTTA at one point, which was really cool. We were ski patrol. Those are our two pups. And my cat, I have a photo of that I liked. So any questions?
The audio book is no cost. Your hardcover is $27.98. Paperback is $18.98.
Is it on? You must have
It's on Amazon.
subscription. You got the audiobook for $0.
Who did the artwork?
I did it. I recorded the whole thing, and that was an undertaking, let me tell you. I had someone edit the audio for me and put it together, but recording all of it in Aaron's apartment back in Ballin was
cool.
Yeah, that was your reward. You got a plastic skull for finishing. That was probably like $1 on Amazon. Thanks. Hey, look, almost right on time. How do I sign up?
We're not gonna go
Good job, dude.
Thanks.
I think you have a screw loose, but you know.
Oh, I do. I definitely do.
I mean, I'm glad you know.
Oh, I'm very well aware.
I know I am too. It's a different kind of screw loose.
It's loose, but
Yeah, it's cool.
it's for the best.
Because I'm psycho competitive, but I can't do that kind of stuff. So,
What's that?
I said I am psycho competitive.
Oh, yeah.
And all that endurance stuff ain't my, like, I like that. I'm the softball guy. I'm that 50-year-old softball guy. That's like psycho. You know what I mean? Like, love it.
Yeah.
Ball.
Guys, gotta find out if I could do it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just gonna see if I can win that deal. You know, I don't know, I can urge that.